It's your boy Ralph from Skate Visuals ENT, back at it again with another video. Today we got a tutorial video of how to clean your skate bearings. As you can see right here in this video, we're going to use my 8mm Rydell bearings, the one from my old skates. As you can see, they're really dirty. So I'm going to show y'all how we get down and clean these bad boys up real quick. So follow along. First things first, you're going to need something sharp. So I would say grab an Exacto knife, thumbtack, a pin, something that can actually be used to help pry and get the actual bearing apart. So what you're going to do is stick that into the middle part of the bearing, and you're going to pry it open very gently. Make sure you do not mess the red part up. That's the part that you need the most, but enough to pry it off. Once you do it more than once, it becomes a lot easier, and it comes off easier and easier every time. As you can see, I've actually taken these off probably about 5 or 6 times. So the little indentation from where I actually put the knife into is actually already there, so it's a lot easier to get it on and off. But like I said, the red part of the actual bearing is probably the most important piece, because you need that cap. So whatever you do, try not to destroy that. All you're trying to do is just separate it so that you have the top part and then the bearing left. But I'm gonna speed this part up, and then I'm gonna meet you at the next part. So this is what it looks like when you separate the caps from the bearings. So as you can see how dirty the caps are. We're going to clean the caps and we're going to clean the bearings too, but we're going to start with the caps first. So what I normally do when it comes to the caps is grab a microfiber cloth, and also then we're going to fold it one time and then grab some alcohol. It doesn't matter what percentage. We use 91%, but you can use any percentage you want to, 51, 71. I just use 91, I think it kills the most. Then you just put a little dab of alcohol onto the microfiber cloth. Go ahead and grab one of your caps, and then stick the cap onto the cloth in the little wet spot, and then just give it a little shimmy, bang bang, swirl it around real quick, boom, put it down, let it dry, and then you're gonna continue this for the next 15 until you finish all of them. So I'll meet you at the next part. So now that we got the caps clean, we're gonna work on the bearings. So you got your 91 alcohol back again. We got the little pantry dish from Walmart, a couple dollars, maybe like $2. We're gonna fill the little pantry dish up with enough alcohol so that it just covers all of the bearings so that they sit flat in there. So gonna fill this up. And the next thing we're gonna do after that, once I drop this alcohol, we're gonna pick up the bearing. Beautiful bearing, of course, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it with the ball side facing up into the dish, and then we're gonna put all 16 of them in there, and then I'm gonna just close it and let them sit in there for about like a minute or two, and just let them kind of marinate. Hit it, 2, 3, hit it, 1, 1, hit it, 2, hit it, 1, 1, hit it, 2, 3, hit it, 1, 1, hit it, 2, hit it, 1, 1, hit it, 2, 3, hit it, 1, 1, hit it, 2. Can I count it off? So if you like me doing it without the actual bears thing, you're just gonna give it a little swish side to side, in circles around. Just try not to flip the bearings too much. Just try to keep them actually flat. So when you see me doing it, I don't move them around too much to where they flip. I just have them enough to where they can shuffle left and right, because you want the balls to fall out. Like the bears thing, they're actually sitting in there straight up and tied to a screw. So even if you do shake it, it's not moving. But here's the end results of everything. You see dirt, all that stuff in there, but we're gonna move to the next part. Now we're gonna take the bearings out and dry them real quick. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either use a hair dryer, or you can just dry them with the towel. Because it's alcohol, it's gonna dry fast regardless, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. I use the towel more often because I can get the extra dirt that didn't get off with the actual alcohol, but you can also use a hair dryer and then do it for like 20 or 30 seconds to go dry them just as fast. Repeat this until all 16 of them are dry, and then I'll meet you at the next part. Do my thing. Hit it. Count it off. Hit it. Hit it. Do my thing. Hit it. Count it off. Hit it. Hit it. Do my don't seem to do very often. So this is the speed cream. We're gonna speed cream the bearings now that we cleaned them, clean the caps and the bearings. We use this. You can get that at Zoomies. It's $7.95. Comes in a little small white bottle like that. Good part about using this stuff is it only takes 2 drops, and you make sure that the ball side is facing you, and then you just put 2 drops in. You can put them on the far left and the far right like I do, give it a couple of spins, and then your bearing should be back to normal, and it should spin really fast, and it should sound quiet. I've actually repaired a couple people's bearings who didn't spin by cleaning them and actually adding speed cream to them. I had to spin them a couple of times, but they actually started spinning, and then they're still using them. So speed cream, I guess, is actually kind of important. I know a lot of people forget to do it, but like I said, all you need is 2 drops. As you see here, we're just gonna add 2 drops to all 16, and then once you finish with that, well, I'll meet you at the next part to end off the video. Since you added the speed cream to the steel balls and the actual bearing, we're gonna put the cap back on the actual bearings. Literally all you gotta do is just put the red cap onto the bearing. It snaps right back in. Just make sure it's flat is the main thing. It's not sticking out. Make sure it's even on all sides. Once you check to see if it's even on all sides, you give it a spin, see if it spins like normal. It should. If it doesn't, you may want to check your cap, or just maybe check your bearing. You may need some more speed cream, but basically that's all you're gonna do to finish it up, is put all the caps back onto the bearing. Once the caps are back on the bearings, you're good to go. You can put them back in your wheels and, happy skating. So I hope this helped y'all out. I hope this actually gave y'all a nice tutorial on how to clean your bearings. It's not as long as it takes. I would say maybe 15-20 minutes doing it this way. It is a little tedious, but it's actually pretty easy to do. I tend to do it for a lot of my friends too, and they really appreciate me doing it. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick tutorial on how to do it. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed the content, I have more videos coming soon. Thank you for watching. Peace.
There was nothing I could conceive.